start building community. And how we are doing that is by creator empowerment. So every creator here gets a baseline payout. Baseline payout is for a work that every creator puts out their creation with the predefined requirements by the brand. So they get a baseline payout. So they are not being left out. Their work is not being unpaid for. And the brand also gets to use their content they have their content machine which they can reuse. And you see there's a mutual growth both between the brands and the creator. So this leads us for the strategy collaboration between, so it becomes a brand first and also a creator first community. So when we see the competition analysis, as I told, there is super big earn. There are functional contests which only the winners get paid out and all the others who put in the effort to also market the brand are not getting anything in return. So there's no creative and there's no not a lot of people are building the community. Like how to authentically be a part of that community. So what in Thrive Social you do is you get a base pay and on top of that you get bonuses. Suppose your post gets viral, so the brand itself decides that this person can be this creator can be rewarded. But the base pay will be for the creativity that you're putting out, and you see that there is the entire breadth is being properly paid for, and also the brand also is getting unlimited UGC content. So now my teammate will explain how it works.
My name is Ashish. I'm a software engineer at Karya. So, hi, my name is Ashish. I'm a software engineer at Karya, Microsoft project, also a G-Shock mentor. And I'll explain how the platform will work. It's basically a full stack platform with front end and back end. So the brand comes to our platform, creates the post requirement with the content limit or the material. Material can be video, image, or text, vlog, anything that they want. And then they will create a baseline creator eligibility, meaning they will have to give out some basic payout to every creator who comes on the platform, create content for them. And then they have to give a deadline. They will give a budget. The budget can be real money, cash, like USD or rupee or any currency, or it can be crypto. So finally, when they will pay the baseline budget plus the bonuses. Let's say they selected 4 top posts that they will use for the platform to advertise themselves. So then they pay those 4 plus baseline is mandatory for all. Then as a creator, it's fairly simple. You join a campaign as a pod, as a group, or as an individual. Then you get create a post. You get the baseline pay. And if the brand selects the advertisement or the post that you created, you get the bonus. The structure of the platform is like we have a dashboard for creator and the brand. Creator can see the past participations, also profile, and they can edit their profile. Brand can create campaigns, track post, rate post, creativity score, and their engagement ratio, so that they are aware if some creator is using flawed way of increasing the engagement on their post. And they can see past campaigns and the profile. Thank you.
You can stand there. And all judges, you can ask questions, or also you can ask questions to them as well.
We would like to have more feedback on the platform because this is fairly new. Nobody is doing this thing that they are paying all the creators for their post. The concept is that all the creators are actually creating the content for the brand. So they're getting advertised anyway, like they're posting on the Twitter or LinkedIn or YouTube. So the brand is getting the advertisement, but not all the creators gets paid. So half of the creators are just for the sake for it, like thinking they might get selected or they might not get selected. So it's a disengagement for them. So it's a fairly new concept. So we would like to have more feedback on it. it's a marketplace for a brand and like place like earning or like thriving place for a creator.
Yeah, it is basically a platform where you can actually create, amplify your, like actually create a community engine. So when you pay everybody for the creativity, for the content that they're putting out, so you're trying to build a community where everybody is recognized. So it's not just a competition first, like a winner model, like other brands are. It's a community engine where you can actually look at the what the creators are putting out the content and pay out. So you see, you are also building your authentic brand with creators who authentically want to actually go through your material, put out a content, knowing that they will get some baseline amount for the content they put out.
Then how would you bootstrap the volume first? Like you need more brands
Yes.
to get in first, or you need to have more like creators?
Creators, I think creators will be fairly easy to get on the platform. It is a brand that we need to acquire first.
Because there are communities like even in India, there are students who put out a lot of educational posts, and there is a community like Tetri Pack where women, everybody make tutorials, videos, and they put out their content. But most of them just go unrecognized, and they just become free publicity, but they are not actually getting paid for the work they put out. So when you put this idea in such communities, the people will actually want to, so creators will actually want to be on such platform, and brands would obviously want to amplify their and grow an authentic community engine. So that's the basic idea. It's, yeah.
So what is your plan for attract the first pool of the creators?
So for
Your go-to-market plan, yeah, something.
so we will require 2 or 3 capital in like firms who will be interested in putting out their content for, and we will have to have the creators will, we can just publicize it in communities where creators, they're already existing creators. So there we just need 2 or 3 capital firms like which will actually be like, we would want somebody to read up this and try to create content around this topic. So
I think this kind of platform you need to attract lots of the creators and also the brand resource.
Yeah.
So the matching is very important. And if you attract lots of the creators and the brand there, and it's very easy to grow. But it's very important is that your go-to-market strategy. How do you attract the first poll, the second poll, use different kind of method to achieve that.
Yes.
Or your team background, something like that, to help and to help the investors to understand that you have the ability to do it. It's very important. Yeah.
okay.
What market do you plan on targeting? Like Web3?
Yeah, because right now Solana is where a lot of people get their work. Like I've participated in those contests as well. So basically, there people just they're not authentically actually wanting to learn. They just go there thinking that they need to get a payout. So when you don't get a payout, a lot of them get discouraged. There are like 100, 200 submissions, and it's only for the Solana ecosystem. Like they have the Solana collective. So it would be something for the Ethereum ecosystem where there are a lot of new startups coming up. We are thinking to target Web3 for now, like Web3 brands for now.
Because a lot of brands they do like this UGC approach through
Yeah.
themselves, like, and then for Galaxy, would say it has the kind of base payout, but in the form of points.
Yeah. So they do have vibe score and stuff like that, but everybody is not equally getting paid out. Even there's another community called GM Pride where everybody they get paid out only if a top creator responds. But that is also flawed because not a lot of posts reach, and a lot of educative content actually gets buried under. So we want to target all the creators who actually put in effort in making their content, and it doesn't matter if they have 100 or 1,000 followers. That's
But
the thing.
yeah, the payout would be like based on like the amount of views.
No, the payout will be the education. Like suppose they are creating a very educative blog or with the flow chart and all of that. So if your requirement is that you are giving out money, and that person will become a community like he becomes a part of your community because he has done that, and in that way we are actually building an authentic community.
Basically, all the people who are creating content will get some baseline payout based on the engagement, like views, shares, and all the different aspects. Like metrics are there, and based on that they get the baseline. And then at the last, the brand decides if they want to give the like prize money to 3 creators, 4 creators, depending on the content that they created and the engagement that they had.
So, one question. So, which part will be a blockchain? Is it for the payment part or any for file data?
We were thinking that right now it's still early stage, so we were thinking once a creator successfully gets paid out for that brand, they can be added as a part, and the NFTs can be given to those people to
Badges.
as a badge to be part of their community. So whenever there's another campaign, the same creators can again try to create more content. So you actually keep on collecting people who represent your brand as well. For now, the main thing is to just build a platform.
And also, what's your next step for next week? There are still 2 weeks. What you're gonna to achieve before the final date?
By the next week, we'll have the website up and running, and we will post it on the social communities, like student communities, creator communities, about this, and have them sign up for this and see how they're liking it, like the idea of it.
Okay, so next day maybe we could see the demos
Yeah.
of your observation or something.
Yes.
And do you have like any launch partners, like brands you have already committed?
No, and we
Will
don't
ask-
have. That's why we are asking out for sign-ups,
Oh, okay.
like if they're interested, so we can show the brand partners that there are already a pool of creators.
Like since we have a lot of partners with Shanhaiwoo, like we'll ask them first.
Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Thanks.
guys.
Okay, so thank you for Thrive Social. I wish can work on it continuously. And next we have DevSol.
Hello everyone, thanks for the first team. I'm Nicole from the DevSol team and Hasid, the founder of our project. So first of all, you may be curious about what we're doing, right? Too long didn't read. This is a seamless, unified, decentralized app store. You can see it from here. And what we are doing is like we're seeing a problem is that the Web3 application ecosystem is highly, fragmented, and users cannot have a lot of time finding those high quality but reliable dApps. So and they face like cross-chain switching, wallet compatibility, make some newcomers more difficult to onboard into Web3 world. So what we're doing is like lower the entry barrier and enhance the user experience into the Web3 world. So yeah. We're building like 3 features into these 3 parts. First one is soul swap, is to make a simple and consistent token swap experience for like multiple users. And second one is PSM for a stablecoin, a focus swap. And last one is we already make it on board is that a soul transfer. So is this bulk transfer tool done in just 2 steps. So yeah. This slide shows what we are doing this week. The first one is is a simple UI towards Dapso.com. It's the first feature of this whole product. It's called Perps. That's it. And next step, we're building using like Hyperliquid API to make this product on board. Yeah. So next step, we want users to feel as if they're operating within one single platform, and no matter which tab they use, accelerating Web3 experience. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. And so anyone, and the judges, and also anyone has questions, you can ask. And if you have questions, you can ask them as well.
Yeah.
So go back a slide. So for all these, are you making like an interface, or is it like a new AMM, new like swap feature, a new transfer?
It's an interface.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're using like some like 1 inch on the back end or something, and then something else for the transfers?
We're gonna integrate these 3 features in one like link online,
Okay.
like one platform, but into 3 features.
No, I mean, do you want to ask, for example, for the swap,
Mhm.
how about the AMM mechanisms? Is it the same as the other ones, or you just create a new one? It's like the order book or the AMM or just the, yeah.
Yeah.
订单簿还是 AI man？你后面是啥池子？对。
你说的那个 swap 对吧？
不是。
swap 这边是我们集成的一个服务，然后它的服务我们去做 UI 的一个设计，然后其实背后的服务是接的第三方的。
OK， 我也
对，比如说 Li-Finance 这个。
OK， 这个the Li-Fi as provider service, and it's just like the
UI front end.
Any more questions?
So why do you think people use like your interface rather than like going to the like swap site or bridge site they already know?
就是为什么用户不用现在已经有的一些 like swap site， 然后来这里去用这些功能？
好问题就是，现在我们把用户分为几种，一种是很老用户，然后一种是我们要 onboarding 的新的那些没有使用过Web3 的这种用户，或者他对于现在市场上的一些应用可能不了解和不熟悉，或者在使用的过程中会遇到一些问题，所以我们 onboarding 的更多的是一些新进入 Web3 的用户。
Briefly, we divide people into 3 categories. First, maybe the ones who are already in the Web3 world and areas, and the other parts is newcomers. We want to help those users to smoothly integrate into the Web3 world and know what's happening here. And we're gonna have a seamless user experience in one like platform. Yeah.
So nowadays, Dapso for the login, it just use the email, password, something, or passkey.
会做登录方式。
对。
我们登录方式是用对，就是有
就直接
我们也是集成了一个钱包登录的方式，可以用邮箱，也可以用它的 wallet 的一个地址来登录。
字图版还是 custodian？
就是一个第三方的，它是一个自托管，就是不是一个让 custodian， 对。
应该不是托管吧？这个钱包
对，不是托管，
是 就是用 Wallet Connect 去登录就行。
OK，那你跟 DeFi 的交互呢？
啊，是这样的，我理解一下这个对比。中文说大家更通畅，你可以看看它现在是集成在 ARM token 里面去。对 ARM token 就是打开 ARM token， 然后在 ARM token 的首页就能够点到 DevSol， 然后这样的话就是说很多新的用户他的体验是和使用 ARM token 是一样的，但是带来更多的功能，它相当于是一个钱包功能的延伸。然后第二个点呢，就相当于是因为它相当于是 ARM token 的一个官方的一个图片的应用，里面的英文列表呢就像 Web3的一个 Apple Store 一样。那在 Apple Store 里面的应用，它是被认可的。就是现在的问题是，就刚才这个兄弟他说的，他可以去很多第三方网站去做 swipe， 但是可能会遇到假的网站。对，然后可能是 fake website。但是呢，如果使用 DevSol 呢，这是已经认证过的应用，并且经过很多的第三方的钱包，可能现在是 ARM token，未来是 Token Pocket， 或者说是像其他更多的。那进到这里面的话，可能安全性会更高，已经经过多方认证，可能这样会更好一些。至于底层的这种 swipe， 肯定是集成更优的一个费率嘛，对吧？
对。
那其实相当于就页面直接跟 Endpoint 钱包交互，然后调。
对，用户使用的话，它就是首先它的 ARM token 进来，然后这是这个 ARM token 的渠道，它直接从导航里面进入到这个页面，用 ARM token 的钱包连接，这是一个目前是最重要的一个场景。然后另外一个场景，如果它不在 ARM token 的话，它就会在浏览器里面用Wallet Connect 去连接。
They collaborate with different official wallet, just like token something, right? And the token basically recommend them, and then it's just like in the first page. Yeah, and the user from this page, and they could go the right website. Because nowadays there are lots of big websites. Yeah.
I still didn't get it. Why can token user will use your swap and perps instead of their token?
就是他们
I didn't get it.
为什么要你这个不用 token 了？
就对于用户来说，它可以两边都用，然后一部分用户来用我们是我们 token 它其实是也会支持多链，然后但是我们其实是完善就我们的链的支持比 token 还更多，然后 token 的支持就是可以交易的 token 也会比 token 就覆盖面会更广泛一点。就比如说token 支持无论和 token， 我们支持的可能是5000个 token 可以兑换，就一些用户在 token 没办法去买到那个代币，但是他来 Sol Swap 可以交易到那个代币。
Actually, like anyone who want to ask any question about the project, they can ask. Any question? And 你们有什么想问的 Do you have any question for the judges and for everyone?
No.
You want to ask them?
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we want to use microphone? I think it's in the back. Big com. So you have big com here. People on the back, do you want to use microphone? Yeah? You can hear? Okay. Oh, you don't want to use microphone. Okay. Yeah.
Hi, GM, everyone. I'm Ling X Todd, Zero X Todd. I'm the co-founder of eBunker. I'm also a ward of Shanhaiwoo. Nice to see all of you guys today. And this is a background of our company. We are Ethereum validators. Right now, we have more than 400,000 of Ethereum staking with us currently. And the effectiveness is a parameter to read the valid different Ethereum wallets right now. We are top 10%. But actually, I don't want to spend too much time on this page because this is a software, but like I said last time, we always have a dream to produce hardware. This is what we are building right now. We call it Yunbao. Actually, it looks like a real coin. Imagine that. For example, I think a lot of you have this things happened before. For example, if you wanna, selling someone the idea of Ethereum, you are just like an insurance businessman on the street. Oh, Ethereum is so good. Ethereum is so. They cannot understand. I mean, not for the experts or crypto guys. For the mass adoption, for the ordinary people. They don't know what is Ethereum. They don't know how Ethereum runs, how Ethereum work. But we make it as a gift. This is what we are focused right now. We are making something. For example, this is a real coin, a physical coin. It's like this size. You can send others like a real gift, and there probably we can store like 0.1 Ethereum or 1 Ethereum, or if you are rich, you can 10 Ethereum. It's okay. It depends on you, but this is a warm wallet. It's not like as strictly serious like a cold wallet, and it's not so like hard wallets like MetaMask, or I'm talking about some wallets as else. It's a warm wallet. It's a hardware between the cold wallets and hard wallets. So we call it a warm wallet. And this is our concept map. Actually, we have this idea at the end of August, and during the 2 weeks in Shanhaiwoo, we have built something. Right now, this one, everyone can see the pictures. This is our demo. So it's like, sorry, I didn't take this demo because this demo is in our lab right now. But for example, this is a phone. And this is a real coin, the physical Ethereum coin I just mentioned. You can stick them together because there is a magnet, so you can stick to your phone like the like a very good decoration on your phone. And this is what we built this week. This is the software page, and you can see this is a real one, real someone on chain. And the most important I would like to see is our gift philosophy, because I know we are get tired of telling everyone, okay, so Ethereum is so good or why Ethereum is excellent. We are tired of telling this. Instead we just give them a gift, and we have 3-1. By the way, in Singapore, we call it 3-1. First, 1 second to smile. I mean, I give you a real Ethereum coin, you smile, oh, that's good, right? And 10 seconds to start. We are building this. This is not Android. This is an embed app in that. So the turn-on process is super fast. When it's stick on your phone, on the back of your phone, 10 seconds it can run. And there is no like plug. We can wireless to charge it with your phone's battery. So 10 seconds to start, and 100 seconds, you can get your Ethereum like on-chain or off-chain. I mean, you can withdraw the Ethereum from this warm wallet to your phone or to Binance, to Coinbase, to OKX, to anywhere you want. Or you can deposit your Ethereum from your hot wallet to this hardware warm wallet in 100 seconds. I know that, a lot of people, particularly the ordinary people, they are not like us. They don't want to learn something new or learn something unfamiliar. I mean, today, everyone here, we are genius, so we can learn something real fast. But for the ordinary people, they don't have the time. They don't want to learn Ethereum. But this gift is the best intermediate. Yeah, I mean, when you receive someone, probably the price of Ethereum go up for next year because the interest is gonna down, right? So they are, they would gradually to learn something about Ethereum, to learn something about your beautiful gift. So this 1 second, 10 seconds, 100 seconds is the core gift philosopher. And we know that people don't love to read, so we use UIs as much as we can. We want to make it extremely easy and simple for the mass adoption because they don't want to read, they don't understand what this. No, so we just use UI. Even you don't know English or your local language, you can understand this. This is your wallet, Ethereum, and network. It's really easy. So that's our the core gift philosophy there. So, and today I'm here, so I'm really glad to hear some feedbacks, to hear some thoughts about this Ethereum, physical Ethereum as a gift. So that's my speech. Thank you, everyone.
So, questions?
What's actually in the hardware? Is it NFC?
No, it can connect to a phone through the Bluetooth. Bluetooth.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have private key.
Yes. Private key is stored in this. Stored in this, and there is a microchip, but not very high performance one. So this price is very low. It's just, I think, below 10 Singapore dollars.
Security provider.
But the product is secure enough?
Uh,
How do you?
Very good question. That's why we call it a warm wallet instead of cold wallet. Because it is a gift. I think a lot of you guys, you have used the cold wallet before, right? Like one key, like Ledger, particularly Ledger. Ledger is really hard to use, right? Yeah. So yeah, you know that, right? It's really hard to use. So we have to do some sacrifice about the safety part to get this, have the emotion value, to easy to use. So I think is like 80% safe about a cold wallet, but you cannot compare this with a cold wallet because first this is a gift. You have to, for example, I gave it to him. He can understand this first, then rather than a cold wallet. So that's our philosophy. But it is safe because first you won't store too much money in that. For example, if you have like 1K Ethereum, you won't store it there, right? Only if you have like $100, $200, or any amounts like this, you can store this. So it is safe, but we don't suggest you to store your life savings in that. Just some charge, just some change, some small amount of money. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So
I
how-
think it's not safe enough. If you lose your hardware, maybe anyone can get your private key.
Oh, that's another good question. So you have the 12 seed phrases, but we don't make people to write down them first when they receive this. So if before you back up your seed phrases, if you lose it, then your money is gone. But just like real gifts, if you receive some real thing like a watch or a phone, if you lose it, you lose it. So that's basically the same. A gift is the first, and the wallet is the second.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But the software is a
This software is in your phone. So you can transfer the Ethereum from this wallet to a phone, and then to Binance or to OKX or somewhere.
So it can also connect with that token?
Yes, it can.
So how much is the device?
How much? Very good question. I would like to answer this question because this is on less than 10 Singapore dollars. I mean, in Singapore, like the unit is chicken rice, is 2 chicken rice in hawkers, very cheap. Thanks for the strong manufacturing power in China, and we have this one in China, in Shenzhen, one of the best big city in China. They have a lot of factories can make this. Yeah, and currently it's in desire house stage.
So I feel like you are really great at evangelizing Ethereum.
Yeah.
And you should use this to get people to download the wallet. You'd be like, hey, I'll give you 0.1 ETH.
Yeah.
Here. And then it links to your wallet.
Yes.
And then if they buy ETH or whatever from that, you get if I referred you, I get a portion of all the coins you bought.
Yeah, definitely we can have the referral program. Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like I wouldn't buy this, because first people are like, oh, this guy has ETH. Let's just steal his phone or something like this.
Yeah, but we don't start too much money, just a small amount for a gift.
Is it one-time use?
No, you can use it multiple times, and long terms. If you don't mind, you can just stick to your phone for a very long time. Yeah.
Yeah. So you say you can connect with Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So what if someone connects faster than you?
That is also a question. We have a safety module on that to make sure that only your verified phone can connect this hardware through the Bluetooth. So there is a safety module. Yeah, to make sure all this connects are safe.
Yeah. So if someone brings it off my phone, you can't use it on their phone.
If someone stole it or take it,
Yeah.
good question, because this is a gift. So like all of other physical gift, every physical gift, if someone stole it, then you lose it. So it's at least the same safety level as the most physical gift.
What's your ultimate business goal? You want to sell as many hardwares as possible, or you want your software to get more users, or you want it to contribute to your staking business?
Yeah, I mean, there are two goals. First, we would like to sell it. This our, we can still earn money, even the price is lower like that. And second, in the future, there will be a staking function because our business, the main business is staking. So we would like them to stake, have something like, right now the staking APR is 3.5% right now. So it's a good APR. So we hope people to stake their Ethereum through this, yeah.
Well, you said you don't want people to have a lot on it.
Really?
You say you shouldn't store a lot on it, but
Yeah.
for staking, you should.
That's also good because we think this is for the 1 billion users. 1 billion users. Everyone has $100, so that's 1,000. No, that's 100 billion. Yeah. So we would like to have as much as users as we can. Yeah. That's our thoughts about this.
One last question. In future, do you plan to go multi-chain or just hit maxes?
Sorry?
Multi-chain.
In future,
Oh.
do you plan to multi-chain or just hit maxes for now?
Because we are a very long-term Ethereum holder and believer, so Ethereum is our first. But I don't mind if we can produce something like Solana coin or Bitcoin coin. But Ethereum is our first priority for a long time. Yeah, and it's also related to our main business, the staking business. Yeah. how to buy. Oh, there is a QR code. You can just joking, just joking. I think we can make it at the end of this year. So we have a lot of influencers on Twitter. Because myself, I'm also an influencer on Twitter. So we will sell it probably online.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah,
You see
please.
there are already some the same product in the market, you know, like Tangent or what do you call it, coin card, search card, ballot. I just use ChatGPT to find the three same product, and I already know this called Tangent for the same.
Yeah, this is the good view. Actually, I have researched all of the competitors. For example, the Ballet wallet you mentioned.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ballet wallet is not safe. I can say that it's not appropriate because for example, they print the private key on the card. So it's not safe, but this one you can like randomly generate your own seed phrases. So we would like to keep it safe. And I think the second, we would like to focus on emotion value. We have to let every gift receiver to be happy. I mean, 1 second to smile. Yeah. So that's our advantage against other competitors. Yeah.
Have you ever calculate just like the Ballet wallet that maybe sometimes they will show the potential total market cap for this kind of product?
Sorry?
The potential market size of this.
Oh, potential market size. Our ultimate goal is 1 billion users on the earth.
Yeah, but how do you calculate that?
Because we calculate on the phone selling, data. Because currently, this is unresponsible forecast, but we believe that because Ethereum is gonna eat the world, it becomes a world finance settlement, and at that time, at least 20% of phones holder could have this one. So that's our ceiling. So the ceiling is really high. But anyway, we have our main business, the staking business. This is a new hardware business for us. Yeah.
Any more questions? Okay.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you. So it's really Ethereum, maybe a silver coin, and then the Bitcoin, the gold coin, and Solana, the bronze coin is like a really one coin. It's real gold, real silver. Okay, so our next is Tianji Green 5 sustainability. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's too hot.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. We are Green Hope, and I'm Joanne. We provide an application named Tanti. And let me introduce this name in the semantics aspects. Tan in Chinese means the carbon, and Ji means the collection, and the pronunciation of Tanji in the Taiwanese is similar to making money. So this application, simply speaking, is to make everyone to earn from being sustainable. So there are three main aspects the three main important elements in our applications. The first one is how we can collect those carbon reduction actions data and make it tokenized as a property for users to earn. And the second one is how to make the valuation floor. There must be liquidity exist and persist instead of the platform points directly provided. Instead of the platform points by our budget, we provide a new method to make the companies or the governments to directly have a payment in it. And the last but not least is how users can use their earnings after they earn. So our philosophy is you don't have to need money to start your financial journey. You just start and the money will follow. So this is our philosophy to accomplish inclusive finance for everyone, to just start to make more sustainable in their daily lives, and then they will have a more financial accessible in our platform. So actually in our application, the concept behind it is in real world applications for information finance. So we just follow logics to design our applications, and just start to collection. And actually the attestations is the most important. That actually those data are not important. We need to find what the data is valuable, where the data is valuable. So the verification is the most important in our procedure to make those like companies would need this proof to their like ESG reports. And then we tokenize those proof on chain, and then there are liquidity provided, the payments provided by the governments or the companies. And after the transaction, we align with the like fintech. We just deposit into their traditional financial service, or maybe we can align with the TechFi, the crypto ecosystems. Yeah. Following with these logics, we just find the market why Kanji is applicable. That we find that those companies are facing when we're talking about the sustainability, and there are a lot of right now the companies will need like their proof for their ESG, or like there's a supply chain requirement, so they have the budget to end it. And then they will what they need is the supplies, the like users or the employees' contributions to their eco actions. So okay, this is more clear of our application now operating. First, it's a website, or you can say it's a Line app. Line is the major messaging application in Taiwan. So just a social login. And then the second one, how we collect the data. We separate to three main parts that we make our users to manually following the forms to fill in it, and or if it's the on-site events like if it's an online on-site events, there are like a QR code to be verified by the host. And or of course, and we are currently collaborated with some data providers like e-payments, public chain safety cards, and the invoice systems in Taiwan. We just make our users to subscribe the plan, and then we will regularly fetch the data inside. Yes. So, and the step 3 is how we verify it. Right now, we currently being as a verifying node to verify those data, and then we will delegate it to tokenize it and to our CO2e smart contract, which is ERC 1155 compatible tokens. And those companies will set the logics and the rules in the rewards smart contract, which is ERC20 tokens compatible smart contracts. And then after the transaction, those users will get the rewards and the company will get the CO2e tokens on chain. And then we currently haven't aligned with the native Web3 ecosystems. We just following the CO2e the records, and we will deposit into users' bank accounts. Oh yes, and as for the how we just augment the valuation of what users earn and that, we focus on 3 parts. Instead of just deposit into users' banks accounts, e-payments accounts, we also encourage our users to use these rewards into the investment, just to set that I can show you an example we already done in Taiwan. We collaborated with securities companies that we lowered down the limitation for the investment that you just need to pay. You just need about 100 NT dollars. It's approximately to $3 to set a regularly saving plan to buy the ETFs. And also, we focus on the financial educations that when users get money from our platform and how they can take good use of it. So we launch a lot of financial educations like in the elementary schools or in the companies we teach them about their retirement schedule, right? So, okay. And then we are going to upgrade for 3 aspects. The goal is the first one is we would like to make our applications globally across borders, and also second, we want to to enhance the privacy protection and mitigate the difficulty in data collection. We don't need to just connect with those data providers directly. So, and the second one is how we can just extend the valuation either in the fintech or tech field. So right now my project is going to align with more Web3 ecosystems, like just social login with the WAS service like Web3 or the AA-based wallets, and then how we could directly collect the data and make the test automation, like by leveraging the ZK technology to directly from the website, like the e-payments, we can make the proof of the payments records directly composed in on user's browser, and then just provide a proof on chain. And after the directly valuation, we could make a rewards transaction fulfilled. Yes. And okay. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Yes. Can you make just one example that what kind of real life action is the data that you want? And who will you sell to the data? Because you just said that you will sell the data, or your cooperator to the corporate or some ESG agency. So can you give me one example that what's the action that you want to collect, and what are the potential cooperator? What are your potential parties that you want to cooperate?
Okay. Actually, our clients mostly 2 parts is the companies who wants to do their ESG or CSR initiations, And the other part is city governments who want to enhance or to initiate their like smart city, smart city projects. That one example is that the two mostly the eco-friendly actions in our application is the bring your own car and also the taking the public transit. Yes, and one example is that we collaborated with a lot of banks in Taiwan. They initiate an ESG event in on our platform that they encourage everyone their users to bring their own car in their daily lives, and then they will pay for it, like $5 per car. Or also they could just provide a project or the events just for their employees. Yes, and sorry, is it okay for your?
It's okay, but the difficulty is that you need to have very solid resources in the real world. For example, the potential companies that you need to connect with. What's the background of your team? Why you can do these things? Because the difficulty of your project is not just about blockchain, right?
Yes.
You need to have very solid background in real life. So for this part, can you give me more information?
As you mentioned, it's about hard to calculate the carbon reduction. Yes, and actually there are one phase in the future we will collaborate it with the researcher or from the university, or we will connect. We will just batch the public data, publish for the count for the carbon or the any utilities, how much one utilities will, the amount of carbon reduction of one utility. There are a lot of public data, and also we will collaborate with those researchers. They will publish the data for our platform. So there will be third-party verifiers, and then actually we also discuss with those accounts like KPMG and how we can provide the data or the origins or the source for one company who claims that their ESG events because they will authenticate their reports like this. So actually, because relate.
We need to.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's okay. Okay, maybe we can discuss more later. Yeah.
Any more questions?
Okay, thank you.
So we have our next one, according work. Yay. Yes, you go.
Here, you need to allow. 哎，对，你的手。Entire screen. Okay. 不用拿走，不用拿走。你要那个，你要话筒吗？
可以。
我觉得你可能要话筒。
OK。Yeah, because I have a live demo, so I will use my laptop. And hello everyone, I'm Qinghao, and we're building a coding work, and which we say is a decentralized collaboration network for one-person companies. So the first thing is why we care about one-person company, because we believe this area belongs to the one-person company, because AI is so powerful. Everyone are much more productive than before. Yeah, and and we believe in the future people will work for themselves. But work solo doesn't mean they are isolated. They still need collaboration, and the company provide a way to help people collaborate. And in a decentralized, it's super hard because these are some problem we made. How do you find in the trust partners, and how do you decide the way you distribute the reward, the profit with them, and how can you make sure your teammates really can delivering their promise? Okay, so. And we built a platform to solve that, and we think we're already validate in developer communities. And how we do it. So the first thing is how do we find reliable developers? So we build that because we are focused on developers, so a lot of data are on GitHub. So we build a system to evaluate and cover developers based on their GitHub activities. And it helps us in China. We also find a lot of talents in Africa, and we work with them. They're reliable and they're affordable, more affordable for us. Yeah, and the second thing is how do we decide a way to do the incentive distribution among strangers? Typically, it's based on like company you sign some contract with them. But we will literally build a system that can evaluate the contribution based on their code activities, use a graph-based algorithm. If you're interested, we'll have detailed plan later. And another thing is how do we make people trust each other? So that's why we need smart contract, because if we distribute incentive on-chain, everyone can see it. It's totally transparent. And last thing is the most difficult one. How can we ensure a delivery in the loose organization? And our key insight, we need to tier the task, and we need to build a reputation for contributors. And it's not that hard. In our practice, we just found like the most active contributors, and if they finish their task in time, and if we rank them, the top of them are quite reliable. And the key insight is we need to assign the key task to the most reliable developers. And and all the reputation is also on chain. And let me show, the last thing is about us. Why we care about developers so much, because we are from the top open source communities. And before I worked for Linux Foundation and also for Apache. And let me do the quick demo for you. Wait a moment. Okay, so this is our platform. So our current slogan is solo developer build together. And that you can see first there are dashboards to see how many builders we got. And to show how this system works, let's take ourselves as an example. The platform you see now is actually an open source project. And just like other open source projects, we welcome everyone to contribute. And in our team, we only have 2 founders at full time, but we build the UBET DAO. There are, in the past year, there are almost 100 developers contribute to all the repos. And people can open issues here, and we don't change the way people collaborate on GitHub. But our platform can automatically sync all the data from GitHub. For example, let me show you. For example, today, I'm doing a pitch as Shanhaiwoo, right? And I will create an issue on GitHub, and hope you like it. And I can assign to myself, for example, because I'm the owner, I have the authorized to do that. Yeah, and if you check in our platform, you can see it's already synced here. And of course, I can set some rewards to it. And I mentioned we also build an algorithm I will show later. And for example, if someone reviews some pull request and they close it because it's merged, and it's also synced in our platform, and we provide a different way to reward them. For example, the simplest way is like you can check select the repo, and you can really see the issue, the finished task is already here, and I can grant to myself. For example, if I pay, it support different token, support different network, and yeah, just wait a moment. It's just I pay myself. It takes some time to process it. But yeah, and let me show you some other function. For example, this sticky insight is a project from Antifa Live, and yeah, they're also using our platform to reward their contributors, but in another manner is a periodic way. And you can also see some admin features, and you can see how much money you have paid in this platform. It's all raw data, and how do you get paid? You can just see my rewards, and this is just what I pay myself, and I can pay. As the flow is quite simple, and you can do it. You can plan multiple reward in same time, and so this is what we built in the almost last year, and now the next step is because making exchanges to work together is super hard. Like it's not like you work in company, like you can rely or trust your teammates can really finish their work. But in our workflow, everyone is in different time zone, and we didn't have chance to do stand-up meeting. So all the stuff is so difficult, and it's almost impossible in the past. But now we have AI. For example, in the company scenario, you don't need to write issue very specifically, clearly, because if they don't get it, they can come to you and ask to you. But in our situation, it doesn't work. But we can build AI tools to make it better. So another product we're building is a AI product manager, but it's still in prototype. So I won't show it to you to make our workflow better. And yeah, and also another project is because we already let me show you our algorithm. So this is also not a sample. It's a dashboard we built for Superfluid, and we can build this kind of dashboard for every ecosystem. And Superfluid, they have an ecosystem, right? And a lot of projects are open source, and we literally can figure which projects are built rely on Superfluid, and we fetch all the projects from it, and we evaluate each contributor to it. And Superfluid are running a campaign to reward their developers, and it's based on our data analysis system. And our next plan on this is we want to build more like if some ecosystem running some hackathon. Actually, currently they don't know what's the result of this hackathon because they don't have tool to track them. And we're building a system doing that, and it will also be integrated with according work and to help more ecosystem to run to grow their developers. And that's some of our plan. And yeah, that's all. I'm looking forward to listening some feedback from you. Yeah.
Any question? I think we can use the microphone.
Are there any similar platforms, maybe in Web2?
In Web2?
Yeah, like not using any like crypto, blockchain.
Web2, there is some, but also in Web3 there is also some similar platforms. The most famous one, I think there are two ones. The first is called dWork, and their how do I say? Ultimate goal is similar to us. They are trying to build decentralized work, but I think they are really close because yeah, I don't know the reason, but the problem we see is that they are talking about decentralized work, but deep down they are just a bounty platform. And the bounty difference between bounty and real work is if a company use bounty plan, they really don't take it serious. They won't take their main product and critical issues into bounty platform. They are just using it to solve some not that important problem. But we are trying to let more people to use this to to solve real problems. Like us, we're building a coding work, but we didn't hire any developer. We just work with a community and to solve some real. I don't know if I get. Did you get me? Yeah. And another is called Only Dust, and they are quite similar in our platform currently. But the other thing is they are also like a bounty platform, and we are trying to make people to using it. Our ultimate goal is to replace company, and we believe if everyone contribution is on chain and we have a good way to redistribute the profit, there are no need everyone should work for one company. They can contribute to any project they want, and there will be a reputation system, and another system help them to team up. And in our side, actually in the real world, Uber is this kind of system, but they only can work for drivers because drivers' task is simple. But with AI, we think more human work will be more similar to a driver's task in the future. And we believe we are building a system that one side of it is a lot of problem generated in the world, and another place is a lot of people who can solve different work. And the AI system can help them to team up and solve, and help them to redistribute the profit and something like that.
So it's just a comment. According to absolute perfect. So I don't know if you checked only dust.xyz.
Yeah. I just mentioned Only Dust.
Doing the same, but now the KYC is too much work, and they take very long to probably process payments based on contribution. But I've seen yours is almost instantaneous. So yeah, I like your product.
Thank you.
I will be your ambassador. And thank you for
And if anyone interested, you can import your project here, and maybe you can find more people to contribute to your project.
Only software?
Currently only software, but in the future, software is still a big problem we need to solve. And it's the most familiar case to our team.
So nowadays you collaborate with different community, right? And what's your next steps, and what's the next steps, no matter for the growth or the product side, something like that?
We already built. We tried to go to market, but the thing is that we found this kind of collaboration. Currently, the marketing education is a big problem. So we changed our strategy in two ways. The first is, at least in Web3, because there are a lot of ecosystem, they really want to more developers build on their platform. So they might have some incentive program, and we want to find one or two, like maybe just one of the largest chain, and we can work with them to help them to do the developers' growth. And that's the first strategy, because we can't find real world need, so we must find because this currently the chain they just want to send money to increase their number, and we think we match their need somehow. So that's the first step. And second thing is the real need in the Web3 developer community is all the ecosystem and project they want their numbers growth, and they are doing a lot of like I said hackathons, but they actually don't know what's the result, and they need a kind of like a Google analysis for it. And we can build a Google analysis for the community, developer community for them. And if we get more real users, and we can do the market activation, because we already found our mode of collaboration can inspire a lot of people in our community. Everyone, if they work in a large company, they don't have chance to do a lot of things they're interested. But in our community, they can easily find partners to build something cool with them. And we also like to collaborate with Shanhaiwoo, some pop-up city and some other hackathon events, and we help them to tracing the history project and how are these developers doing in the future. And you can see the number, and if you have any needs, you can talk with us. We can do it for you.
So how do you make money?
Currently, in our current work, it's quite simple because it's just charge fee. We have some clients using our platform to send money to their developers, and each one will currently we charge 10%, but they are okay with it. Yeah, but yeah, if in our ultimate goal, if we really can replace company, it's not a problem. But currently, our next goal, maybe more practical goal, maybe to build some developer analysis system for ecosystem. And we talk about 20 projects, and I think most of them are interested in that. Yeah, the price maybe $10,000. Let me see. Yeah, $10,000 a year. Yeah, but it's not a big money.
I think maybe later 2 weeks you could discuss with, because we have a lot of residents here and have the different projects, and you could discuss with them what is their need for nomad tracking, something, or different communities, something like that. What is the real demand for this kind of work? Because just like the social there, it has been 3 years, and they collaborate with different communities to figure out what is the key features or the product design that each pop cities need, and it will help a lot to help you guys to find the truly demand from the consumer or the community side.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. We'll do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry for the pause.
Okay, I think on channel is the next one is. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Hi. Yeah, so my name is Cindy Kamau. Let me first lead my colleagues to quickly introduce themselves before we spread the gospel of on-chain OS.
Hi, my name is Francis. I'm an AI developer and a blockchainer.
Hi everyone, I'm Christine, full-stack software developer.
Okay, and I'm Cindy, infrastructure dev. So on-chain OS is a secure deployment infrastructure for the agentic economy. But what exactly does that mean, right? Slide up, please. So what challenges do we normally face when we use AI-generated smart contracts? Normally what we do, the very simplest user flow that we have, right, is you use ChatGPT or Casa or all of these AI models. They generate smart contracts for you, but that's it. They are very good at code generation, right? When it comes to now deployment and execution of these smart contracts, first of all, you have to do a very manual, setup. You set up with it. It's hard. If it's Foundry, all of these things, and then most importantly, you have to, go through your code, audit it manually, do so many things, and that's user flow is so damn crazy. So we did research and we realized 90% of AI-generated smart contracts don't make it to either mainnet or testnet. 90%. And this is in an economy where we're saying AI is the future, right? So we are generating a lot of smart contracts using AI, but most of them don't make it to even the testnet, and they don't even make it to the blockchain, okay? So what's going on? We realized with on-chain, with normal AI models, they are very good at code generation, but that's where everything is, that's where they leave things at. Very good in code generation, but what about in terms of deployment and execution? So this is where on-chain OS comes in, right? So we want to provide deployment infrastructure for all of these AI models. So that they can focus on being good, both semantically, whereby they can be able to generate proper Solidity code for you, proper, Rust code for you, based on this chain, right? And then on our end, where we come in, is we provide the infrastructure for them so that they can be able to be able to deploy to any chain they want. So with on-chain OS, I like calling it, it's a one prompt deployment feature. So what do we mean by that? We have one API for all of the AI platforms so that they can be able to prompt it. So when you as a user, you just go and you prompt, ChatGPT or Casa and you tell it, okay, you've generated this smart contract for me, deploy it. What happens on the back end is now this Casa or this model will come and prompt our API, and then we'll be able to provide the infrastructure on the back end for it, and we'll provide everything, the environments, the configurations, so that for you as the user, you can only see, okay, I say deploy, and it provided for me, example, the API and all these other things. But on the back end, we've been able to enable this AI model to be able to, deploy and execute. So, how are we planning to do this exactly? So, we have our AI models, right? We have Casa, we have Cloud, we have ChatGPT, and we have very many other models coming in, right? The future is every chain will probably have its own AI agent that will enable it to, write the smart contracts in their own languages, since most of the chains are coming up with their entirely new languages, right? So, what happens is, as I said, a user or even the AI agents, when they get to the deployment stage, they're going to use our deployment API, and then we're going to have enforcements for it. Why is this important? We're not just providing deployment, we're also providing security. If you guys have realized, security in the Web3 ecosystem is very hectic. Most of the time, how do we deploy? We create banner wallets, and then we, fund them with some funds, and then we provide the private key to the environments, right? So that we can be able to properly deploy. And so any attacker who is able to, access or inject maliciously and even, get your environment, they are able to properly and very easily get this private key, right? And so in a future where we'll be getting more of AI-enabled activities, more AI agents doing these things for us, imagine if, for example, you're using Casa, and let's say they've been able to properly implement deployment on their end in the IDE, but now what is the caveat? You have to provide a private key to an AI agent. Can you see how that brings a very big hole in terms of security? So how do we manage, how do we plan to manage and handle that? We're currently working on a new feature called session keys. Right now the future is, creating smart wallets, right? And also wallets which are not externally owned, they are smart contract wallets. So we are currently creating logic whereby instead of you providing private key for your banner wallet, we have the logic whereby you can be able to create session keys for every sort of deployment you want. What do I mean by session keys? You can enforce it and you say, okay, create for me a random, wallet or a random private and public key, and I want it to have a limit of only $10, and I want this key to expire immediately after deployment or immediately after let's say after 1 hour. So this session key is the one that is injected into the AI agent or the AI model so that it can deploy for you. And once it's done with that, that session key expires. So your banner wallet or your main wallet, there is nowhere it comes into contact with any AI model and anything in terms of deployment of smart contracts. Also, everything is about policies. So it's not just about individual development of smart contracts. We have enterprises who also need to be able to use AI to design and ship smart contracts to production. What that means is we're going to have policy enforcements that enterprises can be able to, manage for even compliance and auditing. By that I mean, first, before this AI agent deploys to testnet, we have some policies set up. It has to go through the code and see, is there any vulnerabilities that is set up there? Is there any security issues that are here before it even reaches to testnet? Do we have anything that we don't want as an enterprise, right? Also, if the AI agent attempts to do unsafe transactions, example, we are trusting this AI model to execute and move funds, right? What if we've entrusted it with, deploying smart contracts, and then it, through some malicious injection, it starts transferring funds, and that's how we lose funds, right? So we're looking to see how we can be able to block and save transactions, and also in terms of auditing, all of these computational steps, they have audit trails that enterprises can use to be able to, track. So we have the deployment pipelines and the audit and compliance goals. So this is the crack team that is handling this. So Cindy, Frank, and Chris. Yes. And so as I wind up, with on-chain OS, we're providing the infrastructure that will transition AI from just fancy code generators into on-chain actors. Thank you.
Questions?
Yeah, so what's the business model? Yeah.
So our current market is the companies which are creating these AI models, and also the chains which would want to create the AI models, of which it's already underway. Because example with Darknet, they have Kairocoda, right? So what we plan to do is, when we sell them these APIs in our infrastructure, we're going to have every deployment which happens on their platform, we have a very small percentage of the money coming across to us because we're providing the infrastructure, right? And since the future is, the future is coming into cross-chain, so we want to see how we'll be able to, become the universal infrastructure for anything and everything in terms of deployment on the Web3. So our market mostly will be these AI companies, for example, GPT, Casa, Cloud, and also the Web3 specific AI models, since they're also coming up, and also the protocols themselves, because they are also on the journey of creating their own specific and native AI models for enabling developers to build smart contracts on their own exact chain. Yeah.
So you want to integrate with like those companies?
Yes.
Okay. It's tough. Or I guess you install the GPT.
I would like to know what's the pricing plan, or I mean, I pay by month or by token?
Nice question. So we're still working on our pricing model. Since we started, first of all, we want to first create a very confident POC. Once the POC works, we'll be able to have the finesse our pricing model. But in the meantime, what we're looking at for our version 0 of the pricing and the product fit, the product side of things is, we want to, first of all, we sort of per every deployment that these models are able to when people deploy smart contracts using their chains, and since we plugged in our infrastructure on their end, so for every deployment, especially on the mainnet, there's some sort of funds which normally trickle down to us, since we're providing the infrastructure for them. And also we'll come up with several tiers. For example, we have developers, just simple developers who just want to, work on this, right? So we can always have a free version of it. And then also we have small teams, example startups, etc. We were also thinking of something like a hackathon tier. So we want to see for teams who want to quickly bootstrap this, and it's just for the hackathon, right? What sort of features can we be able to, provide for them? So they doesn't have to have everything, right? And also now for the enterprises, whereby it's a very big, complex organization, so even DevOps will have to come in here, because, example, the finance team, we might need some data from this in terms of how the money being, trickling down. Okay, in terms of expenses of blockchain, right? We have the technical team, we have the compliance and legal team, right? So we'll be able to provide all these dashboards and all these controls. So essentially, it will be having the tiers right in the meantime. Yeah.
Thank you. I love the idea.
Thank you.
Any questions? Any questions?
Are you working with the Nora team?
Sorry?
The Nora team?
Yeah, we actually, we were very excited to see Nora team, because it's our 3 for Casa, so we're currently in talks with them also.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, so, oh yeah.
Oh, there's one more product we are building, so I was waiting for them to complete so that I can quickly talk about it for a minute. So we're working on an AI agent for yield optimization called Yield Hunter. So what it does, it harnesses the power of AI to scan through the DeFi protocols and look for the best yields possible. Then it provides you with it does all the research for you. Then all you have to do is just put in your idle money in your wallet or whatever you have idling around. So I'm sure most of us have idle funds in their wallet and they don't know what to do with it. So that's where Yield Hunter comes in. So it scans the DeFi protocols like Aave, Compound, and provides you the best thing. So because I have just a minute, I won't connect to our wallet because I'll just show some of the features. So on the free tier mode, it will just show you a brief overview of the, for instance, if you prompt it right now, it's showing the available APY. For instance, in Aave on Polygon, it's 18%, Compound and etc. Then if you choose the manual mode, you have to go manually to Aave and stake your USDC to earn the yields. So there are two modes. If we connect the wallet, you can either choose auto or manual mode. So on the auto mode, you chat to the agent, the inbuilt agents, tell it that please take my 100 USDC, find the best yields, and use it to generate income. Then you let it do whatever it's doing. On the manual mode, it will provide you this, then you do it directly. Then there's the Telegram plugin that you can handle your stuff from your Telegram handle. Yeah, so that's just a brief overview of what we are building on the side. It's called Yield Hunter, and the business model, you'll ask me. So there's a one-time fee per wallet. If you connect with your wallet, you pay a very small amount to access limited features. But the other business model, after you've done that, the smart contract is written in such a way that there's profit sharing from the profit. So if you place 100, let me use 1,000 USDC and it yields 1,100. So there's a small profit from the 100 that you've gained that goes to the smart contract of Yield Hunter. But you keep your, what's the name of the 1,000? The initial capital. Yeah, the principal. So the profit sharing is on the profits only. So that's what we're building on the side, and yeah, that's all. I would have showed the demo, but I don't want to connect to her wallet. This is not my wallet. Yeah, she has to allow me first.
Any questions?
How many chains have you already integrated and the DeFi protocols?
So it's EVM across EVM.
So
you
have already all integrated?
Yeah, it's scanning the opportunities in the EVM right now.
Okay, so it's a midnight there too, or Binance, BSC.
Yeah, all of it, because it's scanning through all the EVM protocols. So maybe there is a high yield in BSC. It will show you, like here, there is a Pancake has 34%. That one, if you're LP in liquidity providing. So that's if you're a high risk person, you go for the LPs. Low risk person, you go for the stables. Yeah.
Yeah, so for like that one on Polygon, so it'll notice you have like money on base. Will it also help you bridge with the agent to Polygon to make the 18%?
Yeah, we are working on incorporating the cross-chain bridging so that you don't have to do it manually. So there's a button for just switching your funds from maybe BSC to Base immediately using the cross-chain mechanism. And Across does it, so you're going to plug in Across.
Yeah, so like then would you need some Matic to fund the transaction once it's on Polygon?
No, there's
or it's like
I don't know the
third party fee. Yeah.
Of the term, but you pay money using the crypto that you have. So it's slashed from the crypto that you have to pay the fees. I don't know the exact terms.
There's the EIP for that. Yeah.
Yes, there's an EIP for that. I've just forgotten about it. I'm afraid of people.
Cool.
Yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
that's what we're building on the side.
So what's the difference between the AI agent and the AI assistant?
So
There is both AI agents and the AI
just
assistant.
naming problem. I'll just standardize the naming.
Okay.
Yeah. We're working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, the O kitchen.
它没有允许的那个按钮。
你再查一下，看看它能不能那个出来。它应该有一个。
还是不行。要不这个 USB 也行。
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Wu Ray, and you can call me Ray. And this is a passion project.
So I would like to please everyone, don't use the coffee machine like for the moment because it's like really loud. Thank you. Maybe later. Okay, yeah.
So I began. Let me tell you a story first. Each year, hundreds of thousands of young people swarm into this kind of massive cartoon comic conventions in China. And you can see that this comic up at the city, Shanghai, China. And here, comic up Hangzhou, another big city in China. And these people, they are so-called ACG enthusiasts. which means they are lovers for like animes, games, and comics. And they come to these events to meet others and to communicate and to play their cosplay and to like buying their handmade goods or any products that they make by themselves. So that's why I'm building this social app for them on chain, the next gen balance for them. Actually, the idea came to me like 4 years ago when I was still in high school. So the on-chain method that I implement is by this group storage layer. And it's powered by ZK-Sync and Avil. Later I'll show you the demo, how we can interact with blockchain that provides much greater convenience to normal users. With zero experience in blockchain, that would be okay for them. And with the group storage layer, anyone can like sort of gain their access control on blockchain within one click. That's because the group storage layer is situated between EVM network and the IPFS network, so they can sort of control their own data and with the permission of themselves and not by any other else or any third-party platform. I built on Lens protocol. It's a famous ecosystem on social media, on social primitives protocol on blockchain, and now it's a layer 2. And so anyone can upload, delete, edit their data through this storage node API, and then with the ACLS control layer, communicate to blockchain node and manage the real data, metadata, within the group node distributed storage system. And they gain their access with each post with the storage key, which I will show you later on the demo. And the reason why I choose Lens protocol is because it is been developing for like 4 years, since 3 years ago, and they implemented like techniques like ZK Sync Paymaster, and which provides seamless user experience, which sponsors the users with gas fee, so that they don't have to pay for themselves for the blockchain transaction fee. And the demo is here. I put a QR code, and I can show you on my computer too. Okay. Okay. First, to interact with the blockchain, you need to like gain access, get identified by yourself, which is normally done by wallets. And you can choose like family wallets, enables you to manage all your secret key with a single like an email by yourself. I have already, you can add a new wallet here and customize anything. But here I use the account that I already use. And to claim a handle on Lens protocol. This is a contract that we are interacting with. And this is the chain ID on Lens chain testnet. And you sign this message. And choose the username. Which one you prefer? For example, I can show demo, mini demo, like mini demo /1. The rule is not right. So this is right. Sign up. Okay, and now you are entering the connection status says that it's already connected, and you can view your personal profile here, and you haven't since we haven't uploaded anything, and here you can sort of create your moments or your artwork or any events for the later. I like to connect to the organizers of such comic events, and they can sort of upload their events information and guarantee everyone with the tickets or proof of attendance on this. If you like, we can provide NFT license or anything to prove the attendance of every event. And now, this is the function that we already implemented. This is the interface that this is the title called. I can type, for example, like test, and here is the content you can put into, or anything. Any long test is accepted, and this is the tag that is related to the IP of your derivative framework. For example, I play Harry Potter. And you can upload any images in it. Select the license that you want to use. You can use token bound, and then can use Creative Commons license too. Here I will choose this. And you select the related channel you want to put your work into. Here we just use the default information and you click publish. Okay, and your work has been published here. And you can view in another view mode. As shown here. And you can visit other profiles too. This is our profile, and you come back and you go to visit, like this is my test profile account. And within a post, you can see a group hash, which is assigned with assigned to the post. It is a storage key. You can explore you can explore the metadata on the Explorer too. Okay. Okay, here's my brief introduction of my social platform. And of course, you can click like if you like. And that's all.
Thank you.
So how will you attract more creators to join the platform to have the because you need more content.
There are many common concerns that they are afraid. I heard from many of my friends which they are all in these subculture communities. So they're concerned and they're afraid that their data will be used by third parties like AI or any other big firms, big companies without their permission. So that with this platform they can regain their data sovereignty with the help of blockchain. That's my wish to the goal to achieve. And this is for me it's like to create a social platform is not about making too much money or anything, because the truth of social things is about to winning recognition by others. It's not about that I want to make profits from it, but it's because I want to attract more attention or get recognized by other fellow enthusiasts or anything. So it's for me. It's like they create many fan work, fan arts, or derivative novels or anything out of love. I can create similar products for them out of love and for love, and we can build this together with them.
Do you think those social platforms they can upgrade those features, like what you say?
Yes.
Yeah, and then so they can upgrade, right?
Yes, they can upload their own.
No, I mean those other social platforms, they can upgrade their features to the same.
You mean a plugin?
No, not plugin. I mean they can do their own, and they can upgrade their features. Like if they want to just protect the user's data, right? So they can upgrade to that feature.
They can.
他们可以升级，就是其他的这些这个 social app， 他们可以升级他们的 security， 他们的这种用户信息安全。
The problem is that do you really trust the third party to? Because this software is open source, but many social apps in the market, especially Web3, Web2, they are black case. You know, it's not that transparent as Web3 and blockchain DX.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. And our next is Synapse. And also, I think we still have 6 projects on the way, and we want to end the session by 4:40, and so that we can have time for our lovely workshops by our VCs, and so our teams save the time.
Hello everyone. So many of you guys must have used any one of ChatGPT, Node, or even DeepSeek. Have you? I think so. So do you guys know how these foundational models are actually made? Let's take an example. Let's take DeepSeek that has revolutionized the AI industry the past year. So DeepSeek itself had 2048 H800 GPUs, the H100 variant that's available to the rest of the world, and one of these GPUs costs around $30,000 with 80 GBs of RAM on each of them. So they had 2048 GPUs, but how much hours did training the model actually take? It took a very large number, and it's like 2.6 million GPU hours. And I think you guys might not have ever seen a single student or a private entity ever actually researching or having results such as companies like DeepSeek, OpenAI, or Anthropic. So our problem is decentralizing compute power. Around the world, we have GPUs, we have CPUs, we have Apple ecosystems that are mostly idle for most of the day. So what we bring is Synapse, the future of AI computation. So there is not really a specific transparent market available in the world right now for GPU compute. If you actually see the GPU compute market, at most you'll find the popular ones like Google Cloud or Azure or AWS. And these are a bit expensive for a student like me to actually use. So what we think is that, let's say we have around 30 laptops in this room itself. And these 30 laptops, if I take just their RAMs, let's say 8 GB RAM for each of these laptops, I will have like 240 GBs of RAM for this room itself from your computers. So there is a specific kind of learning known as federated learning while training your AI models. So while I want to use that already open source stuff, I want to create a marketplace where I can have many people registering as idle devices. Let's say you have a MacBook, but you don't use it for most of your day. So what you can do is you can register as a user in our platform and just keep your laptop open, and you just need to power it. And what companies or a student like me, let's say I want to train an AI model and it needs specifically 200 GBs of GPU, right? So if you actually go to Google Cloud or Azure, they won't give you this specific number. They will give you a long-term offer. They won't give you minute by minute. So what we do is that we will be charging by how much computation you exactly are using. So we are creating a framework that is conventional to a Python framework, let's say. So developers like me just need to, let's say, change tens or few 20 lines of codes, and their original code will be able to train on our platform. So our platform, so as companies, you or individuals that I want to train, I can submit some fund. Let's say I want to have few GPU hours, let's say 800 GPU hours. So I can simply give like around, let's say $100 and submit it in form of any coin. We have not specified any coin, but I think it's open. We can use any of the stable coins. And once I have submitted and registered as a user, then I can use the compute. Like what we will actually be doing is that the data that a user wants to train, let's say I want to train my model. So the data I have is really, really privacy specific. I can't leak it. So we'll be making an environment for people that you just need to open your laptop and register. All the other stuff will already be in an environment that's known as Docker, if any of you guys are developers. So that's how our system will be working. And right now, for having a feasible demo as well as timeline, we have made it to phase 1 and phase 2. Currently, we have successfully implemented the phase 1, where I have used 3 laptops for distributed matrix multiplication. It's the basis of any of the AI frameworks. And this is our demo currently, and for the phase 2, we will be making the environment for people to actually put their code and it to be distributed very easily in a server. So meet the team. I'm Akash. I'm currently a final year undergraduate at IIT Patna from India. And I was also working on a high performance computing environment at CERN this summer. And my work was specifically on GPU computation, where we had petabytes of data generated every day. Yeah, so that's it. And this is my teammate Alan.
So, hi everyone, I'm Alan, and I'm the blockchain specialist. So, my part basically is rewarding the people who are using blockchain, and we'll be building it on Base. Yeah, thank you.
You guys can connect with me on this and even see our website. I have also attached a form for any of you guys if you have any questions. Yeah, thank you.
Great. So, any questions?
Yeah.
What concerns do you have about running the workload on a untrusted hardware in a decentralized network?
Okay. As I said that if you have very private data and we are using anyone's hardware, so in computer architecture, there's a thing known as access levels. So what we are coming to do is that we'll be accessing the kernel level. if you guys have ever played games like Valorant, it is known for having anti-cheat system in its kernel level, and we will be doing the same thing. So your security concerns will not be there, as the kernel level cannot be accessed by anyone else. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What if a GPU like breaks when you are training a model?
Okay. So, yeah. So, like when we are training any models, it's always like mostly parallel, and as well as when we are having training, there's some derivatives that are being computed. So there is few approximation algorithms that actually can help your model stay on the curve while even being, if one of the nodes is being broken. So we will be deploying that algorithm. Yeah, thank you. Any more questions? From? Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you. And our team from FlowLink.
Okay. Hi everyone again. Yeah. So you guys might have ever done crypto transactions. I think so. And while we are doing crypto transactions, and if I'm a corporation and I'm based in, let's say I'm based in India, and my friend here is based in somewhere in Europe. So at that time, what happens is that I, as an Indian company, I'm paying to my employee. But if I'm paying him in coins or any of the stable coins, I actually do not have any sort of receipt or proof that I can show to my governments. And the government regulations actually need you to show where exactly we are using our money, right? So what we are trying to build is we are making FlowLink. It's a crypto payment system that employs your receipts exactly for your payments. Yeah, so in many countries there are many regulatory compliance proofs that you have to check, as well as recently, if you guys know, last week there was an NPM package breach. NPM is the world's most used packages for any of the Web2 development, and most of our world runs on NPM packages. And just this week it was breached, and what the breaches did is that while we are doing crypto transactions, they just change the wallet address where the person is paying. So something like this is like really possible, as this was just seen this week. So what we are doing is that we will be actually having like, if you guys have used finance request finance, it's a similar platform that actually helps you do this thing. Yeah, so what we will be doing is that we will be generating a FlowLink transaction receipt, which will be actually authorized by our organization, which will have like date and from which wallet address to which wallet address, the name of the person we are sending to, the name of the receiver, as well as the address, the amount, and affiliations. All these are required if you want to actually show any sort of proof, because if I'm a company and I want to pay my employee, there's no proof I can show that I actually paid my employee. So this is what we are trying to find. Yeah, you can go ahead there. Yeah.
So what does FlowLink actually do? So imagine having to just have a link where you can just generate to your employee, and automatically the person can make payments through that. More of like how request finance actually works. So regulatory grade receipts. So what happens is that on the back end, which we'll be showing later on, we have what we call FlowLink and we have what we call ProofLink. So ProofLink is our tool, which is the integration, which, for example, we have request finance. One thing that request finance lacks is these things. So sanctions in terms of screening, KYC integration, For the KYC, we were looking at using self-protocol integrated with zero knowledge, which is ZK, and then also travel rule enforcement. So these are some of the things that request finance actually lacks in its application. So what happens is that this proof of link can actually be integrated into request finance. The other side of flow link is that you can actually generate a link, and the other thing is cashless US. What does the cashless US actually mean? So you can be able to send link to someone, connect your wallet without needing to know the idea about even crypto or the perspective of actually using crypto. So those who are like non-crypto users can actually use this particular platform. Yeah, so what are our target audience? We are looking at small and medium-sized enterprises. We're also looking at DIOs, startups, and then cross-border workers or freelancers. And as he was saying, so imagine someone is in Singapore or someone is in Africa and you need to make payments towards that. How do you even prove that that person is actually making that transaction? Either you can say, okay, I'm sending a wallet address or something, but that doesn't make sense. So for example, using request finance, you need to send an invoice to someone, right? And then the company actually approves the invoice. But one thing they are lacking is KYC and compliance, and that's what we are trying to solve. And so this is the competitive landscape. So as you can see that FlowLink is in the middle. We have the traditional banks. One thing about the traditional banks already we know is slow and very expensive. Also, another thing we are looking at is fast and efficient in terms of crypto exchanges. But one thing that they're also lacking is how you can be able to transact easily, right? So in terms of FlowLink, you can just generate a wallet instead of generate a link, sorry. Yeah. So this is how the user experience flow works for FlowLink.
Yeah, so I will quickly tell about the technical architecture that we have for FlowLink. So firstly, FlowLink, that is the user-facing application. So that, what we need to like really focus on that, people don't really know crypto, right? People like just want a simple application which they can pay and just use it for transaction and just get the invoice. So that's why we want to keep it very minimal, very simple, just like PayPal alternative for crypto, right? For the back-end services, we will have a microservice architecture where we will use Docker and also Kubernetes to orchestrate and scale our application. And mainly, for compliance, we will use HashKey for our compliance side, so it will help us you having a cryptographic signature. So as like Akash also mentioned about the NVM hack, so what we will also make sure that we will also have an address verification protocol in which we will have the details about the sender, the KYC details and everything, and we will make a specific hash apart from also having a wallet ID and wallet address. So what like this will help us with like if someone is sending the payment, right, we will also have a hash attached to their KYC. So if someone man in the middle like tries to attack and like tries to change the address, manipulate it, so it will actually like we will detect it and it will like the transaction won't go forward because the hash that we created won't match with the manipulated address. That's also what we are doing with the self protocol with the help of address verification protocol that we are building and customizing. And then finally we have our blockchain layer which will basically be the transaction using USDT and stuff like that. So that's basically it. And then we are going to the business model.
Yeah, so talking quickly about the business model. So one way is proof of link, right? So we use proof of link as the integration. So if let's say a request finance wants to integrate our application, we would have some small fee attached to it. Another thing is, so request finance actually, so talking about research, request has about 1.5 billion transactions in total, and they take $300 a month for 50 plus thousand transactions. And above that transaction, they take around $9,000, and which is very high for applications who are like startups or applications who are starting from the beginning. So we will just take 0.5% and we'll take $50 a month for 50 plus transactions to make it easier for startups and other small businesses to work. Also, in terms of future, we will try to make the product very effective for the proof of link because itself will be a product, right? So other applications like Binance and HashKey and other applications can actually integrate this proof of link tool into their application. Yeah. And so basically, these are some of the things we learned as time goes on, and then some of the things we're actually planning to do. The one I will highlight is the hash key, because currently, if you see our team, I think time is up for me. So this is our team of builders, engineer, researcher. Yeah, thank you. Any questions? Yeah, so that's why we were talking about the hash key. So we actually explored the hash key committee and then the team to see how we can actually tackle the compliance, since they already have documentaries and other things about how to actually tackle this particular aspect. Yeah.
Any questions? Okay, what is the first region that you target?
Please come again.
So region, the local market that you will target first.
Yeah, so basically, this will be targeting institutions on a small scale and then medium-sized enterprises. Yeah.
Maybe which region, country?
I think it's more of a community minded, where like we can target more of a freelancers kind of stuff, as freelancers can be from any part of the world, and paying them is very hard for like small startups. So this is why like they are the target audience. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have next one is yeah, MR. Imara. Yeah, sure. Okay.
So, hi everyone. My name is Alan Robinson, and I'll be taking you through Imara, a feature of blockchain collaboration. Yeah. So, why did I build Imara? Right? And I love community as a personality. I love community, and I participate in pop-up builder residency. So, as we go through down these problem statements, I'll highlight my story. I went to an Ethereum builder residency in Ethiopia, and I faced a challenge. What was my challenge? Most of the builders in pop-up cities, it gets hard to connect with other people, right? One challenge that I really met with Ethiopia is the language barrier, right? And it got hard for me, like to sync up with other developers. Another thing is lack of committed collaborators. So in the process of connecting with others, we could just join and create a team, but more about the technical aspects, I would reach a point and drop out of the project because how technical it is. Also, current collaboration tools don't enforce commitment. And then the next thing is most of the residencies lack track of monitoring projects and in one space. So current example is I'll start with Shanhaiwoo. Yeah. Shanhaiwoo started it since 2023, right? But how will I know the projects that have been existing or built starting from 2023, 2024, and 2025? Same case with Cello, same case with Lisk, same case with Optimism. Because what happens really is we come, we build these residencies, and then we finish up, and we don't follow and track these projects. Yeah, that's why I'm building Imara. So this is more of a governance tool that helps blockchain builders connect and collaborate by using existing risk-taking systems. So what do I mean by risk-taking? So we want to ensure that builders who join the projects are not lazy, and it gets costly for them to be lazy. So what we do is we ensure that even if you join into projects, you will have to stake a certain amount of funds, which will be restaked after you finish the project. So this is how it works. So there's two sides of it. If you have the idea, you can create an idea and post it, and then you state the resources that you need. Let's say if you need a backend engineer, you need an AI engineer, you list them all. So if you are a contributor, you come with your skills, we approve, and then we lock you in the team. And then now collaboration and execution starts off. So think of Imara as an endless hackathons for early startups, because that is our main aim, yeah? And for protocols to discover top builders, builders find meaningful and funded projects, and also winning projects get to be incubated by the pop-up builder sponsors. So this is more of our roadmap. Our project is currently 8 months, and here is where we are currently. To start with, we won the Ethiopia Hackathon, and then we did this, we implemented the staking and all of it. We tested our product, and we are currently receiving feedback. And now, right now, we are scaling to pop-up builder partnerships. So that's why actually I am attending this pop-up builder to partner and to bring my idea, if to say it's feasible, even here. So this is my team, and we are a couple of 4 people. Yeah. So I'll head straight to the demo, how it works. Yeah, so this is currently how it looks like. So when you enter inside, you can find listed projects, and you can list the projects over here if you need to create a project. So you can list the title of the project description, the problem statement, the solution, the project timeline of how long will the project take, and also the resources that you need, you list them down here, and then the amount of stake the builders will stake to join the projects. And then now, more of the project image description. After that, I'll show you an example of a project. This is AgriLink, and this is more of a test user case. So you can see, like, this is a project. It has its project description, problem statement, solution, and you can see more about the information about this project. And also, you can see, like, I'm currently a member, and I can come inside and see more information. I can see more of my project members. I can navigate over here, and it has a chat collaboration space where you can connect with your fellow builders. And then also it has the milestone tracking, which is very important to the investors to see the continuous processing of the project.
So, and also I'll show an example of a project that I'll need to join as a contributor. Yeah, so you can see that this project needs a contributor, so head straight to join the project, and I'll come and navigate and see what is required. So for this case, a project manager, I'll fill up the details and all stuff, my GitHub. So we'll be checking and verifying more of your GitHub because we need contributors who are developers. And then now we come and stick so that you can join the project. So you connect the wallet. And then I'll head to stick. Yeah, and I've staked successfully, and I'll proceed to my project and to see more about my teammates, and we can start collaboration in the workspace. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Any questions? Or you have questions for them? Okay. Thank you. And our next project is Solback.
Hello everyone, this is our project is called Throwback, and in this digital age we got a lot digital assets. So I think the biggest fears about this is that we losing our access to our assets, and if you forget your password or some important PIN codes, and maybe they're gone for good. So this is we along this direction to develop the Throwback. I hope this service will help you guys to get your password back, and Throwback stands by a simple promise: no success, no fee. We think your assets shouldn't be forgotten. So Throwback hope to help you to getting back. And this is two most popular wallet types that Throwback can help you. First is software wallets, and something like token transfer wallet. And if you lost your free states or forgotten PIN codes, Throwback offer your professional recovery. And second is hardware wallets. Some wallets like Ledger, Tether. Yeah, if you forgot your PIN codes, Throwback maybe help to give you the professional offers to get it back. And here is the Throwback. So the three core components. The first is about wallet success issues and your state freeze programs and key store recovery. but Subac's team was Subac is very technical team. So Subac is seeking about cryptograph specialists and blockchain security experts, core wallet developers. We hope those processes of some talented people and to provide more professional service to help our users. And there are some few key points, something about fees, about cares about this and the privacy and securities scenarios. About fees, so that guarantee that no success, no fee, and about privacy. So that only collect necessary data and sign a confidentiality agreement to legally protect your progress. About the spotted case, we handle passwords and safe phrase and harass issues. We do not support illegal funds or unauthorized wallets. So that's so bad. Thank you guys.
So, any questions?
Okay, one question. If I lost my PIN code of ledger, how do you do to get back?
Yeah, sometimes get your base code and try all kinds of combination to get it, and we need the user's history about his password to narrow down this range to help you get your password back. And this project, the founder is the seed, so if you have any problem, you can have a more communication with seed.
So, what is the team member's background? You have the background on security or?
So maybe this question could be answered better with seed.
就我们团队的背景是以前在情报团队和一些安全。
So who is the team members? Yeah.
Yes, I know them well. Yeah. They came from some wallet team like Amtole. Background, yeah, and security about hardware and software. So it's a good idea.
And sometimes it's interrogated in Dexo also, so you guys can check it in Dexo. Dexo also the sixth project. So thank you guys.
Okay, thank you. Our next team, step up.
Hey guys, Wiki Shop. So inspired by Circle's unified balance. So it is the center for your stablecoin cross-chain application. So the main features are unified liquidity and a direct cross-chain engine, and you can link your extension wallets. So the vision for the application is to focus on building a unifying balance UI UX on top of existing bridge. So here there is a wrapper for the stablecoin application in one app. So these are the existing market UI. So you can only see the source funds and the destination funds. So what Circle proposed is to have a unified balance where you can see your balance on all the chains. And with the new upgrades, they made it possible to have low latency cross-chain transfer. So once you deposit funds inside the unified balance, you can receive the USDC within the next block. So that's what the UI looks like last week. So this week we made some progress. We added some icons, and some spacings, and we'll add in more apps in the future. This is the landing page I built, and then the wallet page, the supporting chains, and this is the progress, transaction progress to show that what the UI doing like currently is approving and then depositing to the gateway. So yep. So and also I have like the dark mode and light mode and the RPC endpoints where if the RPC endpoints fail, you can input a new one. So this week I'm integrating the log history so that users can get points when they interact with it. Because it's a new innovation and I think people would love to try it. So that's about it. Any questions? 有没有问题？这是个快点讲。Yes.
Do you have any liquidity pool, or you just on the top of other protocols or bricks?
This is built on top of Circle's API. So you will directly burn and mint into your address.
So it's kind of okay. I mean, you integrate a lot of other bricks, but you don't have your own liquidity pool. That's right.
We only have for this application it's only
okay.
Circle's API. So you do the burn. No, you do deposit first, and afterwards you sign a intent. After the intent, you can directly shred to get USDC inside your destination chain.
Oh, okay, thank you.
It's a new API. Yeah, thank you, sir. Any questions? I mean, I would like to add in like USDT for layer 0 for my next app, so that users can do their stablecoin applications within the same app. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Elron. Oops. Thank you.
大家好，我是奥创的方本。我们团队目前有3个人，大家团队背景来自腾讯、京东，还有一些交易所，还有在校大学生。然后我们奥创呢，我们是做一个可持续的 DeFi 和 Web3生态系统，它是多模块组合的。那今天我们演示我们的第一个模块叫 Outstake。Outstake 呢，它是一个
So this is our first module, Allstake. We have 3 modules in the whole product.
Outstake 它是一个收益率代币化以及稳定币基础设施，它完全围绕生意资产构建。然后，什么是收益率代币化呢？收益率代币化就是
What is yield tokenization?
将生意资产拆分成2部分，分别是本金和收益的部分。这样的话就是用户可以在无需清算核心资产的情况下，独立的交易或者是对冲以及处理这些收益，提升跨协议的可组合性。那目前呢，收益代币化这个领域，它的主要市场份额都是在90%市场份额都在 Pendle 这里。所以接下来我想
90% of the yield tokenization, the yield benefit is in 那个90%在哪里？Pendle, yeah, 90% is in Pendle.
所以接下来我就以 Pendle 的主要的使用的场景来对比一下。
So now I'm going to make the comparison with Pendle.
对。Pendle 呢，其中一个主要场景就是杠杆质押场景。杠杆质押就是用户比如说他将他的生意资产在 Pendle 上面拆分成 YT 和 PT 代币，然后他把 PT 作为抵押品，在借贷市场上借出更多的稳定币，然后再循环，比如说再继续购买 PT， 或者是再进行质押，来放大它的收益。只要那个借贷利率低于它的生意资产的利率，然后它就可以持续的赚取息差。但是这种场景它存在2个主要的风险。
Yeah, the thing that he just described was basically this part. Okay.
其中一个风险就是清算风险，因为你高杠杆的话，它高杠杆质押的话，只要那个生意资产的价格稍微波动，就很有可能会被清算。
The liquidation risk is here very high, and because the amplifier is huge. That's that part.
另一个是利率风险，就是说因为借贷市场利率是随时都在波动的， 并且就是借的人越多，它利率就会越高。这样的话就是说，用户他需要随时监控那个借贷市场利率。如果你利率超过了生意资产的话，那你这个杠杆成为就是负收益的。即使没有超过，就是息差很小的话，也有可能会导致你本身的就是还不如你直接持有的生意资产的收益。
Yeah. So another risk is interest rate, the fluctuation. So the user has to monitor the interest constantly.
如果你要调仓的话，那么因为你是加杠杆的话，那个你还要承受滑点的损失。如果你不调仓的话，你可能就得祈祷那个借贷利率降下来。那这样的话就是资本效率很低，因为大部分收益都用于支付借贷利息。那由于这些痛点呢，就导致在生意资产这个里面，就是大部分生意资产它是无法做到杠杆这样的，只有少部分流动性特别好的生意资产可以做杠杆这样。
The efficiency of the capital is quite low because most of it goes to the borrowing rates.
Allstake 呢，就是做了一些创新，就是用户在 Allstake 上面将生意资产拆分成了 YT 以及 stake position。这个 stake 是 SP 代币呢，它其实就是拥有到期本金的所有权。但是我们这里我们加了一个新的东西，叫UPT， 它是一个稳定币的技术，就是说用户他无需依赖第三方协议，它可以进一步将 SP 拆分成稳定币以及不可转移的 SP。这个不可转移的 SP 是用于跟踪用户头寸的。然后用户可以将这个稳定币在二级市场上可以就继续买入生意资产来进行杠杆质押。这样的话，首先它是无需借贷的，无需借贷的话呢，不会有清算的风险，就是确保你的本金的安全。另一个问题就是说，它也无需支付借贷利息，就是所有的收益都是归属于用户的，最大化资本效率。然后你也无需就实时监控你的仓位了，就是。
So the part 你们增加的部分是这边这部分对吧？中间这部分的yield part， 你们
完全不同的部分。
OK， 我翻译不能了。Failed to translate it. I think he described it pretty clear here in the wording.
对，因为对于金融产品来说，是不确定性，就是降低它的不确定性很重要，因为它只有它的不确定性足够低，才能扩大这个产品在市场上的广泛采用。另一个是收益交易。Panel 它其实实际上 Panel 它其实并不是一个收益代币化协议，它实际上它是一个积分代币化协议，更像一个 pre-market。因为用户交易 Panel 的 YT 其实主要是为了交易它的那个外部的协议积分。比如说，这是我昨天在 Panel 上找的一个数据，这是一个就是假如说一个没有外部积分的一个生意资产的话，那它的那个比如它流动性现在是$5000，但24小时交易额是0。即使往前拉的话，即使在最高也是7月1号，它的日交易量也才$40多万，相比它的流动性来说，对流动性利用率非常低。对于它的 LP 的收益来说，大部分也是靠Panel本身的代币补贴来进行激励的。而且因为Panel它使用的是 PTSY 的流动性池，它本质上就是这个流动性池里面是没有 YT 的。它交易 YT 的话，它需要通过闪电交易，从流动性池里面介入 SY 来注到 YT。这样的话，就实际上，比如说你交易$5000的 YT， 实际上它的底层它是交易了$40万的 PT， 这算是放大50倍。那么用户他承受的滑点是$40万的滑点，以及$40万的交易手续费。就是对于用户来说，就是你有可能你买入 YT 的时候就已经承受了4%的损失，这已经比它的底层收益还高，就是你买入就是必亏的。所以说导致它的 YT 实际就是交易利率的收益那个场景很低，大部分只是用来交易 PT， 交易那个 points 的 PT。那 Allstake 这里面说，就是说 Allstake 比如你购买 YT， 它也是使用是 也是使用了散量交易，但是它购买外期它是等效于杠杆质押，而不是等效于交易 PT。这样的话，因为用户他实际收到的不只是外期，还有这个不可转移的这个 SP，就相当于它可以抵消掉那个滑点的损失。然后用户如果他要赎回，就是他要结算 YT 的那个收益部分的话，他只需要从这个市场总个收益池里面按比例赎回他的收益，而是不需要就是一直持有在手里，或者是给它卖掉，就这样就没有滑点的损失。然后就是确保就是YT 的价值能够长期的跟踪生意资产利率。然后另一个比较重要的地方就是，到期日的，就是 Panel 的 PT 和 YT 都是有到期日的。然后在整个协议的运营期间，就是 Panel 会为生意资产它部署大量的 PT 和就是相比于 Panel 来说，就是 Outstake 它将过去时间抽象到 SP 里面，这样的话就是它的 YT 是永续的，然后就是它能够一直去跟踪那个收益率。然后 UPT 呢，它是就是本金的那个拆分出来的那个流动性代币，它实际上也是一种稳定币，是由雷欧洲支持的一个全员的稳定币。然后呢，就是相当于就是用户可以把相同底层资产的不同生意资产的相同底层资产的不同生意资产在这个上面抵押铸造同样的 UPT， 这样的话就避免了像拍到那样的流动性碎片化的问题。OPT 同时也是奥创生态系统的，就是稳定币，就是承载了奥创生态系统扩张的一个使命。就是我们未来，就我们其他的模块也会使用到这个稳定币，或者说其他的。这个是我们的那个wishlist 网站和那个这个demo 的网站，还有文档的推特里面。因为我们今天是演示英文嘛，就是下一次演示可就把剩下的模块也一起演示。有没有什么问题？
就是我有一个问题，就是因为我挖了很多的盘洞，我想问你，因为你现在把不同的池子混到一起了，对吧？其实，在盘洞上不同的池它有个隔离的效果，万一有一个资产爆出来，
不能是没有可能，就是
因为你那个 UPT 不是最后都放在一起了吗
？UPT 它池子还是不同池子，就是都可以铸造同样的 UPT。
对，就是说，因为你正常盘洞它有隔离的效果。
这个我会考虑，因为我们不是把所有的那个，就是任何生意资产都集成在上面的，就是我们本身是要 UPT 每个生意资产它铸造 UPT 它的数量上限，它是有控制的，就是我们会对不同生意资产进行评级，就是如果是比较新的协议，或者是没有经过市场检验的，就是它的 UPT 它的铸造上限会更低一些。就是我们会审核它的一些安全性和一些其他的东西。
然后我第二个问题就是，你这个 UPT 它还是需要流动性，对吧？需要有人，比如这样一个 UPT
对，因为是前面对这个词，那肯定是需要这个流动性。
因为我现在做循环贷都是放在 MOFO 上，对吧？就是 MOFO 它只给那几个最大的几个池子开了那个借贷，对吧？才能这个 VC。
那我就是通过 Outstake 就是你借出 USD 的话，就是你的循环的上限就不可能一直循环的，它上限还是受限于就你这个生意资产项目方你们自己为它构建的这部分USD 和它的生意资产的流动性。
那你刚才说你还会把那个 SP 再拆分是吧？拆分成一个绑定的，再加上一个这 UPT。
对。
那它们比例是多少？比如说正常你 SP 可能是0.8，那0.8它一个币可能0.8美金，然后那它拆成多少个币呢？
这个我们有就跟借贷协议 LTV 一样，我们有一个铸造的 MTV 就铸造比例，就是说你最多只能拆分这么多铸造比例，比如0.9，最多只能拆分90%。那还另一个限制就是说，因为和你的 YT 价值有关系，就是说，如果就比如说你的 YT 差利率假设是0.9的 MTV 嘛，YT 利率它是11%的话， 那实际上能跳出来是89%的那个里面。
我们时间到了，因为完对，OK，那我们后面可以the one like you couldn't hear very clearly can later communicate to him, and so our next one is Sentry Agent.
So hi everyone, I'm Aviral and today I present Sentry Agent, which is an autonomous AI agentic guardian for cybersecurity. So we know like cybersecurity is obviously very important in today's world, especially nowadays days we have more AI-based attacks as well. But traditionally for cybersecurity for Web 2 we have those security measures like we have pen test teams, we have our SOC team, which is our SOC security operations centers. But for specifically for Web3, the Web3 market have a very different or very unique type of attacks that happen in the Web3 market. So Sentry Agent is not only just caters to the Web2, but also is trying to focus on the Web3 market, which is like smart contract security and other type of security that is only specific to the Web3 market. So with the help of Sentry Agent, it's not just an AI-powered way to like secure your code base, but it's just like a multi-agentic system. So it's not just like a one LLM is going through or reading through your code base, but it's like a team of multi-agents with their own specialized databases, with their own specialized needs, and then they are scanning the whole code base and checking for their purpose what they have been assigned for. So currently in the Web3 market, we have an auditor called CertiK. So it's the largest blockchain security auditor. But the problem with this CertiK is that it takes the scanning speed for CertiK is around 2 to 8 weeks. But with the help of Sentry Agent, for at least like small to mid-sized code base, we are claiming to have a scanning speed of 60 seconds. And then for the cost basis as well, as CertiK is like an enterprise-based auditor system, and it's not like fully automated. So it also have manual checks in place. So it costs you around $10,000 to up to like $500,000 depending on your code base. But Sentry Agent, what we offer is like for open source Web3 platforms or repos, we are giving free of cost, and for private we have a pricing of $99 to $499. For the technology, as I mentioned, CertiK is like, there are manual checks, there is static analysis, but with the help of multi-agentic specialized system, it's like fully automated, as well as like the agent can automatically deploy the code on its sandbox and try to run the code and check for any vulnerabilities there as well. So that's why we have real-time analysis. You can also like, it's not, you have to stay there on our website just to load. It's like, it can run in the background. You will just get a notification on your email or something, describing the whole report about your code base, what are the vulnerabilities, and such. And then we also have a GitHub integration. So if you have a GitHub account, so you can just like sign in with your GitHub account and just put the repo URL in our platform, and it will automatically start scanning your code base. And then finally, we will have an interactive report format where you will see the particular snippets that are actually vulnerable. So you can just go back to your code editor and edit those kind of snippets, as well as the recommendation it will tell us. So these are the common type of vulnerabilities that I found are majorly in the Web3 code base, especially like in the age of AI. A lot of like, if there is a small startup and then they hire an intern, right? So the intern will probably just use cursor or just try to like vibe code a lot of things. But this like gives a lot of like attack surface to the hackers, that because of vibe coding, like it can introduce many of these attacks that I have mentioned here, which are the common attacks like re-entry attacks or active manipulation, buffer overflow, or access control mechanism, which is very common that like there's insecure code there as well. So this is the whole attack surface map that I created, and the multi-agents team will be able to cater to all of these attacks that happen in a smart context. So I've kind of made a whole mind map here. So this is like a basic agent workflow. So there is a main orchestrator agent which will be like managing all the different agents that I have for different specialization. And then there is a fetcher that will use the GitHub API to just get all the code base. Then we have a scanner, and then it goes to different data agents I have mentioned here: reentry, access control, Oracle, and buffer overflows. And then finally, there will be a reporter agent which will report everything and give you the concrete output that where are those vulnerabilities. So this is like a sample demo that I created. So this looks fine. It's a fine website. It's just like a cool fun for with friends. Like you can earn D5 yields and something like that. But after scanning with my vulnerability assessment tool, you can see there are lots of vulnerabilities here as well. So how did I did that? So I just went to my, so this is the website. So I just went to my tool, I just pasted my GitHub URL, and then here you can see the build report here. So this is the output currently I'm developing, which is, this is the backend output, which I can quickly show maybe using my laptop. Can I? Yeah, so here you can see the Web3 audit workflow. So I will fetch the code from GitHub, and then I will analyze the structure, detect the languages, frameworks, and layout, and then analyze vulnerabilities. So this part will have all the multi-agentic system involved, and then finally there will be a build report which will generate the report. So if I just go here at the output, I can see the final report here. So if I just scroll down, so this is just the type of language the repository was using. So here you can see I have found like some kind of vulnerabilities here. I have defined the severity of it, the description, the snippet where the error is coming, where the vulnerability is there, and some recommendation as well. So it will provide all these recommendation as well, and then you can go through these report and change your code as well. In the future, I will try to make like a GitHub bot as well, so it can automatically suggest some of the changes and make a PR to your code base as well. Thank you. That's it from my side.
So, any questions?
One question. I saw that you found retrieve attack from if you try to contact them and if they acknowledge your issues.
So it's just like that's the one that I built for the demo purposes. So this is like
for demo.
Yeah, this is for demo. So I haven't used it in like real scenarios, but this is like for demo. I have created the website for them and make it like have some vulnerable code base, like vulnerable code base snippets in there. I just like to test my multi-agentic system, how well it was performing. Basically.
Okay. Yeah. I think you said about setting. We don't have like a real-time scan, but you know a lot of audit firms like Aerosonic and Cedit and other blockchain. We all have real-time scanning tools online. For even if you just publish a protocol contract online, we will try to scan all the code. So you don't know they have real time.
Oh yeah, okay. So even if it's real time, right? So you are catering to like certain snippets, or is it like a full code base? Are you scanning the full code base, or how does it work?
Like code base, and we also have an AI agent scanning.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a normal idea.
But I would just say like this is like as like the AI space is evolving and we are having like multiple as the LLM are also evolving. So I mean it have a big margin as well to like build your system and in such a way that's more accurate than other competitors as well. So in the like multi-agentic space, right, it's not just like a one-pass system. It's like a multi-agentic system in which like you also communicate with multiple agents as well. So it's not just like going through the workflow, but it will also like talk to agents from one agent to another agent and verify those details and they give you the whole report.
Okay, I think maybe I inspire them or maybe some.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So thank you.
Guys, and I think maybe we have the quick general feedback from each of our judges, just to give the general feedback to all the participants that use maybe some different parts they are missing and the general problem they are facing. And then this is the first general advice from our judges, and then Pretty will have the VC page bookshop, which is very important because nowadays today's demo we can see that lots of the pictures missing a very important part. Yeah, it will help you a lot. Okay.
Yeah, so general advice. Yeah, for like the team page, it would be really helpful to see like the team's history and like why this team, because in the startup world we see like a lot of similar startups, and the team is at this stage really important. So yeah, I would suggest that you highlight your team more. Yeah, and then like I guess like sometimes yeah, so like why would people use this? And then sometimes it's like, yeah, a little too technical or not technical enough. So you gotta find the right balance of like how you're gonna solve this problem and why it's important.
Thank you all for the fantastic presentation, because it's the first time, right? So I think all of you have done a good job. I think there are several good points. So first, I think some of you have seriously considered why you use blockchain to solve the pain point of the users. As I've seen some of you mainly use it to solve the trust issue. So I think that's a very good point. And some of you have already considered who your competitors are. I've seen there like people join the comparison metrics, which is also very nice. I think there's several potential things maybe can further improve. So first of all, I think it's very crucial to have one sentence to describe what your product is, especially in the very beginning. And I think there should be like several key words. For example, I remember I asked the first team like, oh, is it a marketplace? So you have to highlight what the product actually is in the very beginning. Otherwise, like we will try to, to figure out, oh, like what it actually is, and maybe we will be misled to, other directions. And the second thing is, it's about product positioning. So I think some of you, like you have this product positioning targets a potential group of users, but your strategy or how you prioritize your product features actually doesn't echo to your potential product positioning. For example, I remember this product maybe targeting the new users, and then some people ask them why the new user would choose you, and then the answer is, oh, we support many chains, but that's probably not the key point that the new users want, right? So this is just one example, and then you can reflect on your points. And normally when you do the pitch, you will also mention the potential market size of your product. And I remember only a few of you mentioned that. I think it can be a very quick slide. You can just quickly go through it, and it will be helpful to attract the potential investors, right? Like every investor wants to invest in a $1 trillion business. I'm kidding. Yeah. And there are more potential issues with the product and the industry, like the entry barrier, like what your moat is, and I think I will cover more in the next session. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.